you? When I'm gonna call my twin, and I just want to let y'all know, be toxic for the rest of your 20s. You only get one life. Live your toxic 20s. You never get to be 20 years old, 21, 22, 23, 24, none of that ever again in your life. Be toxic, because don't get in your 30s thinking you could just go slashing tires and doing all this crazy shit. You too old for that now. You too mature. Be toxic for the rest of your 20s. And if you delusional, turn that shit up a notch. Enjoy the rest of your 20s. You only get to do this shit one time. Hey, ladies, how are you? When I'm gonna call my twin, and I just want to let y'all know, be toxic for the rest of your 20s. You only get one life. Live your...
That was probably the worst advice I've ever heard. That was probably the worst advice I've ever heard. That's up there with, that's definitely up there with Ian Dunlap telling people to only follow him and EYL for investing advice. That's up there. Like, that's how dumb. That's how dumb that advice was. Let's look at some comments before I go in. This person here says, in other words, for people that may take her words literal, make your mistakes young. Live and do everything that you want, because as you get older, you have more responsibilities. Smile says, I'll never understand this mindset. Enjoy your 20s and do whatever. Then y'all hit the 30s and complain about how hard it is. Set yourself up early so that you can enjoy the rest of the life, of the one life that you've got to live. And that is more so what should have been said. For one, for those that don't know, this is GloRILLA, okay? And GloRILLA is a rich idiot, right? GloRILLA can come out here and afford to tell young women across the world and across the country to do whatever they want to. It's fine. It's fine. Burn out in your 20s, right? Burn out in your 20s. Do whatever it is that you want to do. Go nuts, go crazy. Live your life with no inhibitions, right? She can afford to tell people to do that because GloRILLA is probably within the top 5 to 10% of earners in this country. So she can say whatever, right? She has the financial backing to be able to come up on a platform or use her platform or use social media to get out here and say some crazy shit like what she just said. And unfortunately, GloRILLA isn't by herself with this type of thing, and she ain't the only one. Because for years, that is what I have heard older people tell younger people. They have misinformed them, and it's coming from a place of, I didn't do this, or I wish I had done this when I was your age. So that's where all this is coming from. But this isn't my first time hearing this. I'm pretty sure it's not y'all first time hearing this. Hearing somebody tell you to do whatever, burn out in your 20s. You hear old people say that, again, because they're harking back on a time of their life that they wish that they had done some shit. So now they're trying to vicariously live through young people. Let me tell you something. GloRILLA's tax bracket allows her to be able to say this. Y'all can't do that. Young ladies, please do not listen to this bullshit. Young ladies, please do not listen to this bullshit. GloRILLA's tax bracket is not your tax bracket. You cannot go out here and burn out in your 20s like she is telling you to. Y'all do not have the time that y'all think y'all do, man. Y'all don't have the time that you think you do. And like he said, y'all burn out in your 20s, and by the time you get to your 30s, now you're looking for a man. Now you've exhausted, you used up your coochie, right? You done open your legs, probably got 1 or 2 kids by now. You done burned out in your 20s, and now you've set yourself up for the rest of your life. Struggle. For the life of struggle. Who the fuck want to do that? Huh? Who the fuck want to do that? Who want to struggle for the rest of their life? Who want to struggle in their 30s and 40s as a result of what they did in their 20s? Go on social media, man. Just open up your Facebook. Look at all your friends that you went to school with. Look at all the complaints about men and women. Look at all the complaints about what they wish they did. Look at all the complaints about how hard life is now. You ain't got to go far to find the results of burning out in your 20s. You ain't got to go far at all. That is some folklore that needs to be obliterated and destroyed. Burning out in your 20s is not the way. Trust me, this is the worst advice you could ever give to young people. The worst advice. Tomorrow is not promised. Tomorrow is not promised. We telling people to burn out in their 20s, and that's why. That's why you should burn out in your 20s, because tomorrow ain't promised. You don't know what's going to... You don't know. No. Stop telling these young kids to burn out in their 20s. They get to age 30, 35, 40 years old, and now you done burned out. In your 20s, you done spent all this time wasted. Just wasting time. Doing bullshit. When you should have been setting your life up. Talking about memories. Who give a fuck? I'm trying to be a better me. I want to be the best version of me that's possible. And the earlier I get started on that journey, the better. The earlier you get started on that journey, the better. I'm trying to be the best version of me. The best version of me is not burning out in my 20s, going out here and doing whatever the hell I think I want to do. Whatever the hell comes to mind, you just get up and go do it. That's the stupidest fucking advice you could ever give somebody. And you know what happens? When you do that, you end up with a life of nothing but missed opportunities and missed blessings. Let me say that again. When you do that, you do nothing but end up in a situation where you are living a life of missed opportunities and missed blessings. Because chances are you done fucked over somebody or something or a situation or an opportunity in your 20s because you figured, oh, there'll be more. There'll be more. There'll be more opportunities. You don't know that. You do not know that. You do not know that. And if there are opportunities, you don't know if they're going to be the same ones that you had when you were in your 20s fucking up. Worst advice you could ever give. Worst advice you could ever give. She telling women out here to be toxic. Telling women out here to be toxic. Let me ask y'all a question. When is being toxic ever okay? When is that acceptable? We don't accept that from our children, right? When you see your children acting up and having a bad attitude, right? Talking slick and talking shit, you ready to pull the belt out, right? So if we don't allow that for our children, why in the hell will we allow that from grown-ass adults, women? Why would we allow that from you? Why? You always hear to talk about how women mature faster. That's not mature. Why would we accept something from you that we don't accept from our children? Y'all can listen to GloRILLA if y'all want to. Go ahead, burn out.
Yeah. Let's ride. Ride.